That's why I want to get into Tyrese Haliburton, Caleb, because this past week he hasn't been at his best, to say the least. Against Orlando, he was 3 for 11. He had 7 points, 1 for 4 from three, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. The assist numbers are there, so that's good, but the shooting numbers are struggling. Against Toronto, he had 10 points. He shot 4 of 10, 1 for 7 from three, but that one shot that he hit was the dagger. He had 6 points and 6 rebounds, 11 assists, and a steal and a block. And then against Miami, he had 10 points, 4 of 10 again, 2 for 7 from the three, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. So his assist numbers are up there. He's averaging about 8, 9 assists a game in the past week, but that 3 point is not looking good, Caleb. Right now, he's 4 for 18. So he. I don't know if this is just a rookie slump. What do you want? What do you think is going on with Tyrese right now? Do you think Tyrese has been slowly figured out and he's going to start to struggle? Or do you just think, hey, he's a rookie. Every rookie struggles. And right now, he's not even struggling on the defensive end. He's not struggling with rebounding and assists. It's just the shooting the ball. He's not, he's not going to be a Steph Curry like in his first year. Where is the problem in him right now? Or do you even not see a problem?
I don't really see a problem. I think it's more or less just he's been on fire to start and he's kind of slowing down, kind of. I think, when it comes to the NBA, there's a lot of traveling, right? And I think through like the first 20 games, the player can make through with the whole traveling thing, and his body's not really used to it. So at a certain point, kind of starts to slow down and hit a rookie wall. I think that's what he hit right now, but I don't think it's anything concerning. Like, I don't think I'd lose my mind and say, oh my gosh, what's wrong with him? Because I think it's just a rookie wall. I think Jaylen Brown hit it, Jason Tatum hit it, a bunch of rookies hit it. It's just something that happens to rookies. They're not used to the travel of the NBA.
Well, I want to ask you this because apparently this is a hot topic around NBA Twitter right now, and especially with Knicks Twitter. Caleb, my question to you: did the Kings make a mistake drafting Tyrese Haliburton over Emmanuel Quickley?
Listen, I'm gonna say no, and I don't care if Tyrese is putting up. I mean, if Quickly's putting up 25 a game, there was way too much of space from where those two were drafted that you can't really get upset with it. Now, I'm gonna say something that's not comparable at all, but like the Celtics drafted Gershon Yabusele at 16 and Siakam went at 27, and people are like Celtics should have took Siakam. It's like, listen, there's way too big of a gap in between. Like if it was two spots, sure, I'll get upset about it, but it's one of those things where you can't get upset. And it's not like Tyrese's ass. He's a really good player. Like he's playing good. I personally, I think that argument's stupid. I think it's kind of petty by Knicks fans to bring it up because you guys are bringing it up saying that they shouldn't have drafted Obi. They should have drafted Tyrese. And then Knicks fans like, no, we should have. You guys should have drafted You guys should have drafted Quickly and not Tyrese. It's like, well, now let's be realistic here. If the Kings walked away with Quickly on draft night, they were the laughing stock of the league. Everyone's like, they drafted him that early. So personally, I don't put too much stock into that. I think both you guys made the right picks for where you guys were at, and you guys should both be happy. It's just weird to me that they're bringing that up. It's very odd.
I agree, and I wanted to bring that up just because yeah, well, I think Emmanuel Quickley's played very well, and he's played extremely well lately. He's dropped 25 points in his last two games, and he's had a 30-point game, which I don't believe a rookie's even had this year. But I will say, I don't want to get too ahead of myself with rookies. A lot of them haven't played much, and a lot of them haven't played a summer league. And this is a very, very different circumstance for a lot of rookies this year. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself. As of right now, I still believe that Tyrese Haliburton has the best overall game compared to him. Defensively, rebounding, assists, just a lot of aspects. I think efficiency, and just IQ. I think he's a better player. Now, who's the better scorer? Emmanuel Quickley, sure. But we've seen a lot of point guards that can score the ball. We've seen Dennis Smith Jr. was really good out of his first year to score the ball. Now, he wasn't the most efficient, but he was able to put up 25 a night. He was able to put up 30 points some games. And right now, I think it's a little too excessive to kind of put way too much stock into one guy. And that's why even with Tyrese Haliburton, I don't want to put too much stock into him. I think he's going to be really, really good in the future, but I don't want to lean one way or another on either of these guys
Mhm.
because we've all seen it. A rookie can play really good. A rookie can look really good, especially on bad teams. And then as their career progresses, they're not that same type of guy.
Michael Carter Williams, Tyreek Evans. I mean, we've seen it a bunch.
You don't have to call out Kings guys. Like you could have said anyone else.
But his rookie season was very, very good. Very fun.
Yes, that was the most fun. As I mentioned, the most fun I've ever had as a Kings fan. So that's my
How
depression.
sad is that, guys? Pour one out for Amir. That is so sad that his highlight of his Kings fandom is watching Tyreek Evans win Rookie of the Year.
Moving on.